Hello, we have created movie review system for our LAMP project named Popcorn Pros. Rohit, Jainesh and me, Jimil, are team members. Rohit has contributed in making index page, error page and admin page. I have made register login and logout system. Jainesh has created user page and movie details page. First, we will start with demo of the website. So this is our index page or the home page. Here the user can register or log in. If he has account, then he can log in. If he doesn't, then he can register. So we will start with the register. Here in register, we have to add the details. So let's check. First we will add the detail which is already present, so it will show that email already present. Let me show you. So here it shows that user already exists. So now we will add another user. So now our register has been done. After registering, we land on the login page to login. So now first we will log in with the wrong email ID to show that show the error feature of this login system. We will add any random email. And this shows incorrect email ID or password. So now we will add a correct email ID and password. After submitting this, we will land on the user page where the movie details will be there. So this is the user page. Here we can see that movies are there. These movies are displayed based on my previous review of the movie. So in my from here we can search movies, like we can search Innocent series. So we select the Innocent series. After selecting the movie, this type of information is displayed. Here in the text box we can add our review and submit it, and here are the reviews of the movie. So we will add a review. For example, it was a good and exciting series. Then we submit it. Here our review has been submitted, and after we refresh we can see that our review has been submitted. Here is our review. After this we can log out from here. We have also created an admin page. So for admin, we will log in from admin account, from that is admin email ID. So this is our admin page. Here we can see the reviews, number of reviews and number of movies which has been reviewed. Also update, we can also update the user from admin For example, if we want to add a user as an admin, we can enter the email ID here and update it. Next, if we want to remove a user from accessing the website, we can remove by the email ID by entering here and remove it. So this was our admin page. We have also created an error page which looks like this. When a connection error or other database error is will occur, then this page will pop up. In this, if the error has occurred before login, then it will when we click try again, it will redirect to the login page. And if an error has occurred after login on the user page, then we can try if we click try again, then the user page will be again popped up. As we have already logged in as administrator, then if we click on try again, the user page will be shown. As you can see this is the user page. If we are logged out, let me show. And if we are logged out and if we click try again, then login page will be displayed. So this was the error page. Let's move to the code part. We will discuss about login and register system. First, the register form. Here first we will include the config.php. This file contains the database details, as you can see. Here it is. For making connection with the database, the name of the database is user directory. In register form, we take the input from the HTML text, that is details like email, first name, last name, password and confirm password. This input is sent to the PHP script through method post. In PHP script, there is a function SQL. We have created a function SQL password. This function helps the password helps in encryption of the password. Next, after submitting, the inputs from the HTML are stored in the variables of the PHP, such as email, first name, last name, password, confirm password, and default user type is user. Here the MySQLi real escape string is used to create a legal SQL string that we can use in an SQL statement in further code. Through select query, we retrieve the result from the database which has the same email. If the number of rows is greater than 0, that means the email already exists and error will be shown that user already exists. If this is fine, then in else part, if the password and the confirm passwords are not matching, then password not match will be shown. Further, if the passwords are matched, through insert query, we will insert the information in our database. After inserting, it will directly redirect us to the login form, that is the login page. Here is the login page code. Here we will first again include the config.php for connection with the database. Then we will start session. Further, then function SQL password is created, and from HTML we will take input email and password. Through again post method, we will send this inputs to the uh, PHP script. Here the inputs are saved in the variable email and pass. Through select query, we will retrieve the information regarding the email and password from the database, and the information will be stored in the result, and the number of rows in the result is saved in the rows. If the rows are greater than 0, that means the email ID and password exists in the database. After that, we will retrieve the user type from the database through select query by using the email. After checking the user type, if the user type is admin, we will redirect the user to the admin PHP or the admin page, and if the user type is user, then we will redirect them to the user page. And in session variables, we will store the admin name, and if it is a user, then we will store as username. After that, if the email ID or password doesn't match, then the error will be shown, incorrect email or password. This errors are shown through echo in this PHP script. Thank you. This was my part.
No, I am 20BC1117 मूवी रिव्यू सिस्टम। ये मूवी रिव्यू सिस्टम का इंडेक्स पार्ट है। उसमें 2 बटन्स है, रजिस्टर और लॉगिन। रजिस्टर से यूजर रजिस्टर करेगा और लॉगिन से यूजर लॉगिन कर सकेगा। नेक्स्ट पार्ट है admin.php। include config.php और डेटाबेस से रिलेटेड कनेक्शन रखता है। उसमें यूजर की डिटेल्स होगी। सेशन स्टार्ट से यूजर का सेशन स्टार्ट होगा। जब भी सिस्टम में ईमेल एंड एडमिन नेम सेट नहीं होंगे तो वो लॉगिन पेज में चला जाएगा। नेक्स्ट काउंट यूजर वो क्वेरी काउंट से टोटल नंबर ऑफ यूजर काउंट करके देगा, और काउंट रिव्यू से टोटल नंबर ऑफ जो भी यूजर ने रिव्यू दिए है वो काउंट करके देगा। नेक्स्ट अपडेट, जो भी यूजर ने ईमेल आईडी डाली है वो चेक करेगा यूजर की ईमेल आईडी है कि नहीं। अगर ईमेल आईडी होगी तो एडमिन पार्ट में अपडेट करके देगा। रिमूव यूजर हम इसलिए यूज करते हैं, जो हमने अगर ईमेल आईडी होगी तो वो तो ऑलरेडी एडमिन पार्ट में चली गई होगी, इसलिए हमें उस यूजर को आईडी को डिलीट करना होगा। तो ईमेल आईडी होगी तो हम ईमेल आईडी यूजर की ईमेल आईडी को डिलीट कर देंगे, साथ ही साथ उसके रिव्यू को भी डिलीट कर देंगे। उसके लिए 2 क्वेरीज है। फर्स्ट, यहाँ से यूजर की ईमेल आईडी डिलीट हो जाएगी, और दूसरी केस में यूजर जो भी पर्टिकुलर यूजर ने जो भी यूजर का सिस्टम का रिव्यू दिया होगा वो भी डिलीट हो जाएगा। नेक्स्ट पार्ट है error.php। ये error.php तब आता है जब सिस्टम में एरर आती है। उसमें ट्राई अगेन नाम का एक बटन होगा। जब भी सिस्टम ईमेल एडमिन नेम यूजर नेम जब भी सेट नहीं होंगे तो लॉगिन पेज में चला जाएगा, अगर सेट हो गए तो यूजर पेज में चला जाएगा।
Hello friends, this is Jainish Parekh. My roll number is 101 and this is innovative project for Linux, Apache, MySQL and PHP. User page, when any user enter for the first time on the website, this is the page that he views. These are the movies that either he had previously reviewed, so similar genre movie, or if he had not, if he is entering for the first time, then the movies will be selected on the common basis like adventure, action and romantic genres. So this is already entered user. You can also search for the movies like Interstellar, Innocent and such movies over here. Also, if you click over here, then you are directed to the another page of the movie details. where you can post the movie reviews. Also, if you search over here, so you are given options over here, get which movie you want to. All the similar searches are coming in the sidebar. Then if I click over here, this is the TV miniseries. These are the few reviews already added. This I am entered through this user. So now if I again rate this movie, submit. This will be now submitted. On refreshing the page, we can see over here in the here is the review. So here we can see the review added. See, just third review, one of the most exciting movies and the good series. The review is okay. So this is for overall. So now if I again move back to the another movie like Interstellar. It is taking time to load these details. These are the options of the Interstellar. This is the Interstellar. So it's a release with type of movie. This everything is fetched from the API. If I just write the review, the localhost, and I refresh it. See, very interesting movie is added. If you have observed in the last movie which I have done, the movie that review was not added because this user have already given one review to that movie, so to that series Innocent, so he cannot add more than one review to same series. Okay, this is that is why the last movie which I have shown was not actually giving the output in the DBMS. And after loading, you can see here the review. Okay, so now I will move to the code. This is the user PHP, the main file. Here first all we have checked that the user that is entering should be compulsory login. If he is not logged in, then we are directing him to the login page. This is the API key for the for the details that we are fetching from the API. So we are using the CURL for a curl, that is called for short, and it is very useful for the especially for the PHP if you want to fetch the APIs from the third party sources. We have used Rapid API. Rapid API is one of the API, that is IMDb online database. So this API was really good because on searching, suppose if I talk about this function, what this function does is basically if you pass the ID of the image, sorry, of the movie or let's say web series, then it gives the details of that, and if it does not give the detail, then we are passing it to the error page, and if it gives the detail, then we are converting into the JSON format, and then we are passing that associated array to the value over here. There is somewhere over here where the get genre by ID is used. Here is the get genre is used, and get genre, what the get genre here is the get genre by ID. So here get genre by ID is used to generate the movie's ID, and once we have generated that movie's ID, we can get the details of that movie. Okay, and what get genre is used for, if we have the movie, then we can if we have a movie ID, then we can get which genres are associated with it. So what it does, that when we were seeing the first user page, like the grid that we were seeing over there was because of first when the user enters, we searches that which are the similar see when the user enters, we searches that does that email have associated reviews to it. If the email have associated reviews to it, then we are using that reviews to get the more similar genres. And if we have that similar genres with us, then we are showing that on the user page. If the user is new and if do not have he do not have any genres associated with that email, then we are going in the else part where the result is null, that is we do not have any genres, or we have less than 2 genres. Then what we does that we use the standard genres of adventure, romantic and sci-fi. So movies which are popular and new related to this genres are given as an output. We are showing the image and its associated data over there. Okay, now another is movie details. Where does you can find this movie detail page is this is what is the movie detail page. You can see over here, movie detail is passed with the ID. So ID, using the ID of that movie, we can get the details of the movie. We can get the details of that movie, that how the that is how the details of the movie are generated. And we can only go to this page if we have logged in and if we have the ID. If we do not have ID, then how can we get the details of the movie without knowing the ID? So that was not possible through this API. That was not request allowed through this REST API. So first, if we are coming over here, then we should have ID in our system. That is in get method we can have the ID. So once we have the ID, then using this rule again, this is for the search, this is for the sidebar, as this division is for sidebar. The main content of the movie is over here. By using the get ID, we get the ID of the movie that we want to show the detail of. Using this code, we just get the detail of that particular movie. Then we convert it again to the JSON format, and then again we pass to the error API if there is any error in the API. Okay, this is the code for the matching. If any of the key is not present, suppose in some of the movie, if there is a movie detail, then we do not have number of episodes in that. So we are checking that whether the key exists or not. If the key exists, then only we are printing. In some of the movies and that all, we do not have the image associated with that. So if there are very old movies or very less known series, then it may be possible that we do not have image associated with it. So in that case, we do not print, we cannot put out the image. Okay, if we have image, then we show image like we are showing over here. Okay, this is the review section. If someone has written the review, if like I have just written the review, then how it is shown over here with the timestamp and with the email address associated with it, who has written the review, and this is the place where we write the review. So first code is the form for writing the review, that is this thing, this section of the code. And this section below division of the code is if the previous review open is 1. Now what this PHP small code, but it is this is very helpful code. If we do not have any review, then this division is not shown at all. That is, if we do not have any review, then this section is not shown. If we have the review, then this section is shown in the movie, shown in the website. Then we count the number of rows, and then we again mark it to 0 if we do not have number of rows. So that there should not be any error associated with this. Is for just for the safety reasons. Okay, this value is to unset, so that movie is out, so that the details of that movie that we are taking to print is out again, because we are also using the same post to insert the data. So if we do not unset that data, here we are unsetting the post and review submit and user submit, the buttons which are used, if they are present, then we have to insert that in the DBMS. Okay, but if they are not there, then we should not insert it. So we are unsetting it over here, so that same value is not inserted again and again in the DBMS. Now this is the DBMS where reviews are stored. As I told that first time in as we have visited over here first time, you have seen that this user was not able to write the review for this movie, for this series, and that was because he has already written one. So what we have done over here is we have used email and ID, this email and ID both as the primary keys. Why we have used both as the primary key? So that one user can write only one review to corresponding movie. It should not be that any user can write any number of reviews to any. Any user can write any number of reviews, but to a single movie, if you are writing multiple reviews, then that is not helpful at all. Okay, so that was then another. This is the customer table where we actually store the data of the customer, if he is admin or not. This is the password format that we have stored in, and this is overall DBMS. Okay, so thank you. This was my part in the project.